I'm planning on getting married here. It's amazing. I've seen the weddings here and it's beautiful.
This is for my grandma.
Beautiful! Wow.
We have West Gen AI technicians coming out to breed our cattle just about daily.
He's a grade 11 student currently going into grade 12, interested in engineering and technologies.
I'm Leah Bolton.
And I'm Dean Atwell.
Fraser Focus, a fresh perspective beyond the bridge.
Hey guys, welcome to Fraser Focus, local faces and local places. I'm Leah Bolton.
And I'm Dean Atwell. On this show, we strive to tell stories that are often overlooked by mainstream media.
We head to different communities in your area, from the South Fraser to the Fraser Valley region.
It's time to head into another exciting segment.
Go, Dean.
The BC government has recently announced that properties like farms and nurseries based on Agricultural Land Reserve, or ALR, are now able to host non-agricultural events.
From a personal perspective, I love doing weddings again. I'm in my happy place. From a business perspective, 10 weddings isn't really going to make a whole lot of difference. As a farmer, I don't think it's a good ruling at all. Really, it's not going to have a whole lot of impact on the actual farmers, but what it will allow is that all these small acreages, 5-acre parcels, now can have weddings, and they're not related to farm income. Thank you very much, sir.
Get your wedding stuff back.
Oh, yeah, kind of, a little bit, not
They released it all now.
no, just 10, just 10.
10 a year?
Yeah.
This is where we played. We played in the greenhouses. This is everything to me. So,
And who are you marrying? Where's your man?
John Gilbrady, just here.
You excited?
Very excited.
Yeah, are you making any of the decisions at all regarding this wedding?
Well, previously there was a lot of unregulated things happening on ALR lands. With this decision, landowners will be, and people who want to have a wedding on a farm know exactly what has to be done. There are some fire safety issues. We're working our way through that, and I look forward to having many events on our picturesque farms here in Abbotsford.
It's very important, actually. Community too. You know, it's a beautiful place. Yeah.
It's nice too because it's incorporating the community, it's serving the community.
Bye.
The Agricultural Land Reserve is land that's been set aside by the provincial government for specific agricultural purposes. It's some of the most productive lands in all of Canada.
What about having our ceremony in here?
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to
Just
walk down from that end. Well, I was brought up here. Caroline's my second mom, so I'm planning on getting married here. It has a lot of sentimental value to me. Being someone who was brought up here, I think for other people to be able to come here and enjoy this, it's amazing. I've seen the weddings here and it's beautiful.
I think it's fantastic, especially since it means so much to her, and you know, it's important to her, it's important to me.
The new rulings come with specific conditions, keeping the peace of neighboring communities in mind.
In 2012, the City of Surrey launched a pop-up park program as a green space initiative. The BIA added on with a music marathon.
This is a piano marathon. Obviously, you don't see big crowds of people out here, but this is fun, and nobody twisted my arms to come here.
Park It is something the city works on every summer to activate currently underused spaces, and right now it works with our placemaking objectives as well. We're looking to liven up public spaces, so we decided why not bring in some local talent, give them a couple hour slot each, and just do what they do best.
Ew, not in that key, because it's out of tune. Sometimes these street pianos lose their tuning, so you gotta be very particular about finding a good key. On the way where the nights are gay and the sun.
In addition to Surrey Central, other Park It installations are at Guildford Library and Newton Town Centre. different though. You're in the middle of things are going on. People are walking by, sky trains are moving.
But you know what? That's what I like about it. It's just the nature of things, right? It's just everything's happening at once, and I'm just here to entertain. Whoever stops by, they have a good listen, and they have the rest of their day.
Can you play?
Yes, piano.
You can play? Really? What kind of stuff can you play?
Very interesting because it's like something that you can watching in a theater, but here is in a public place, and so this is a new thing for me.
Do you normally come through this area?
Yeah, I live out here.
Nice. So it's nice to kind of have like additions like this to the...
Every year, summertime, they have something going on like this. Last year they had 2 pianos down here, and last year they just got destroyed by all the kids out here and all that.
That's the sad part, right?
No, it's kids out here dumb by doing that. It's ruined property. It's ridiculous though.
It's very nice. I think it brings people together and it just makes people feel good.
Makes me feel good. Makes you feel good?
Yeah, for sure.
Got my camera, all right.
I'm just gonna go there, I'm just gonna play a few notes, you know. I'm gonna make it, you know, not sound so well, and at the end I'll just surprise everyone.
Oh, good. I like that. I do that all the time. I'm like, oh my, but actually I never get to the doing it so well part. Oh yes, now we're rolling. I sound great. Oh, I missed it. We'll be right back in our Praise and Focus in a moment. Why do you have the wings on today?
Well, I'm getting prepared for when I'm getting my real wings.
Hey guys, welcome back to Fraser Focus Local Faces and Local Places. Right now we're at Langley Gardens Retirement Home and we're doing a butterfly release today. And go! And go! I swear it's in there.
Start coming inside to collect your butterflies, those of you who can. Our registration table is now open.
I'm gonna go get my butterfly, sweetie, okay? See you in a bit.
Like, what is this? This is a butterfly?
Yes.
Can I see your wings? Wow. Oh my gosh.
So you buy your butterfly for $10 and you can dedicate it in the memory of someone that you love or make a wish on it as you release it or just release it for the fun of the experience.
It's time to go. I've got 2. Yeah, I bought one for my husband and myself.
Why do you have the wings on today?
Well, I'm getting prepared for when I'm getting my real wings.
It just makes you think, you know, when you see the butterfly flying away and it reminds you of, you know, a grandparent that you've lost or a family member that you've lost and loved, and you know, it's a really, really thoughtful way to remember somebody.
Okay, I got it. Flying. That's just, oh, like this?
And I'm 95. I may never be able to do it again. I don't know.
No, I don't.
So I'm taking advantage of every moment this year.
Who are we releasing this for? You got someone in mind?
For Lynn.
This one's for Lynn?
Yeah. I can see the butterfly, but it's lazy. You won't get
It's a lazy one. Oh.
No.
We're going to be releasing almost 200 painted lady butterflies into the sky here in our courtyard, and it's all going to be proceeds going to the Langley Memorial Hospital Foundation.
Last year we raised over $3,000 for the hospital. And with your help today, we hope to do even better.
What we specifically do is we work with the senior executive of the hospital to fund the critical equipment that's needed. And so that's really where we focus. So that's where some of the funds that are raised today will be going.
Those sorts of equipment are called minimally invasive surgical equipment. They're cameras, they're other instruments that allow us to work on someone without having to disturb their normal tissues any more than absolutely necessary. So it means we focus on curing the disease without causing any unintended injury. So patients get better more quickly and leave hospital and get back to their normal lives sooner. Those are the sorts of equipment that are unfortunately expensive and are rapidly evolving.
We've used the hospital quite a bit.
I think you're the butterfly queen. They give to you, you give back to them.
That's right.
Oh, there it goes.
Tell them to fly away and it will. Say fly
Bring
away.
it up closer to your face.
Okay, fly away.
And then, there you go. Beautiful.
This is for my grandma.
Thank you so much for your support in allowing us to acquire the most critically required equipment so that every patient who walks through our doors gets the best care possible.
Please support our work with a donation today.
Thank you for your donations.
Caden's a butterfly. He's going to fly away with the rest today. We're going to be right back here on Fraser Focus in a moment. Okay, maybe you're not going to fly.
Fraser Valley is such a lush growing region for dairy cattle. Farmers here are able to grow much of their own crops.
Welcome back to Fraser Focus. A livestock genetics company has decided to move into the heart of British Columbia's cattle industry, right here in the Fraser Valley.
Fraser Valley is such a lush growing region. It's perfectly suited to growing crops and farming. And so for dairy cattle, farmers here are able to grow much of their own crops and not have to bring things in.
Good local farmer sausage.
Yes, it started as a not-for-profit in 1944, Dean, and it was a couple of producers here in the Fraser Valley, actually in Surrey, to be precise, felt it was necessary that we create our own destiny as far as understanding genetic reproduction and to understand that science a little bit, going back all the way to 1944 when this was in its infancy. And so gradually, this farmer-owned entity has been growing with the changes, growing with the world that we live in, trying to address the issues that come and go, and with great success, with some challenges, but many successes.
We have our community here because WestGen is a non-profit society owned by our farmers. So we want to invite our farmers here to be with WestGen with us and open our building.
We have WestGen AI technicians coming out to breed our cattle just about daily. Having them right here is definitely helpful for us at our farm. For as long as they've been around and that people have been able to use them, it allows you to choose animals that are suited to the particular cow that you have, and you can choose an animal that's going to complement or sort of correct issues that you see in your cows.
Congratulations to everyone that's involved with WestGen. It's just an amazing success story. But I just want to say that it's an integral part of where we're going in BC in agriculture.
That was very interesting, Dean. I like that story. I learned some new things.
You never know where you're going to be, and if you have a story that you'd like us to share, please feel free to email us. However, it's time to head into another local story from the Fraser region.
Our area is Central Fraser Valley Search and Rescue, so we cover in Langley, Fort Langley, Sumas Mountain, and Abbotsford.
right now, as you can tell, it is summertime, and hiking is big here in the province of BC. Unfortunately, sometimes even the most expert hikers get stuck in sticky situations, and the search and rescue teams have to try their best to help save the day.
Okay, team. We have a 40-year-old female. Her name is Diana. When we get our call, the SAR managers will get the call from the tasking agency or from the Emergency Coordination Center. And we'll get all the information we can on what we're going to be doing and where we are going.
And you know survival gear with her?
As far as I know, she has nothing with her.
So this is a great handy little thing to have with you. It's basically a trip plan. It's also got some extra information like checklists and stuff, but you really should fill one of these out and leave it with either somebody at home so that they can call if something happens.
The key for us is to get that call when somebody is lost right away, because the longer they're lost, the more area we have to cover. 10 essentials?
10 essentials.
First aid? Got extra food, water?
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
First item, flashlight with extra batteries. Fire making kit. Signaling device, some way of signaling. Extra food and water. Extra clothing. Cell phone, also map and compass. First aid. Emergency blanket or tarp, depending on what you decide to carry. Pocket knife. Sunglasses, sunscreen, and all that sort of stuff. And that is your 10 essentials.
Diana! We are one of 80 teams throughout the province of BC. There's approximately 1,300 volunteers that volunteer for search and rescue. We're all unpaid professionals, and we just all do this for various reasons, but mostly we just want to help our community.
Diana, search and rescue! Here to help! When you get lost, your voice doesn't carry so far. So basically, you want to make sure that you have a whistle on as much as possible.
Our average for our team is 30 calls, around 35 calls a year. Right now we're on par on average. Right now we're up to 15 calls so far this year. Did you guys hear that?
Keep talking so we can find you.
We've been getting lucky a few times on some of the calls, and sometimes we don't get that luck.
Really thirsty, actually.
You're really thirsty?
Yeah.
Okay, can we get some water too?
This was an easier search for you guys. Right?
Yes, it was. Yeah, we were able to find our subject within a few hours, so that's good. That's really good. Sometimes we get searches that go on for 10, 12, multiple hours, multiple days as well. So this was pretty successful.
Thank you.
Yep, no worries.
Sometimes it's not always a happy ending.
No, it's not always a happy ending. So those are the most difficult calls for us. Command from Team 2, just letting you know that we are walking back to command now.
Our prayers go out to Gordon Segoo, who recently became missing near Chilliwack while on a hike. Search and Rescue did everything that they could. We'll be right back here on Fraser Focus in a moment.
They're really excited about the opportunity. Instead of playing a video game, let's program a video game.
Hey guys, welcome back to Fraser Focus, local stories from beyond the bridge.
It's time to explore more places and faces from right here in the Fraser region.
They're really excited about the opportunity. It's hands-on. Instead of playing a video game, let's program a video game. Let's create it. What you guys need to do is create some sort of obstacle course. Each person has to be the driver.
The wrong way.
As technology is more infused in our lives, technology is something that we have to manage. So we can be consumers of the technology, or we can be creators. Right. To be a creator, you have to be able to understand the coding. Computer programming, you think, oh, I'm going to make a website. Yeah. But now, coding is really, how do I make that robot, or those robots over there, do an action? Right. Well, that could be, in the dairy industry, that's a robotic milker.
There's 3 motors, or 4, inside and around the robot itself. And what we're doing right now is we're trying to make a bomb bot. So what it will do is it will walk up to the bomb or roll. All right.
So what is it doing right now?
We're moving up the grabber arm so that it can actually reach in and grab the disc box itself.
Well, we had to build the entire robot from scratch, and then we had to put all the motors together, and we had to program it to connect to the remote, and then it just kind of worked.
What you do is you take a computer and you design it in a 3D program. Put it on the disk, print to this printer. It has the sort of coordinates, and it knows layer by layer. But it also, the slicing software will determine how much fill you're going to have, like how structurally sound the object is going to be. So these guys that are doing, they're doing some 3D design, but I just threw them a challenge that said, design a 3D printed car. They have to take this solar panel and a motor, and they are now designing, what are you designing? You're designing the solar panel mount, yeah. All right, cool. Go try it.
Yeah, it's good to get challenged because it makes you smarter, I guess. Like, because if you get challenged on one thing and then it happens again, then you know what to do the next time.
You guys are playing at home all the time with the PlayStations and stuff, so how cool is it to know what's inside them and how it works?
I'd rather be in here than like a math class.
Yeah,
who wouldn't? Get to play with robots, right?
And you're still learning math and science. Yeah. Here we go. So what you said, he's grade 10?
So he's a grade 11 student currently, going into grade 12, interested in engineering and technologies. Picked up this from a kit, had no idea what was going on, learned through the internet, through trial and error, through some mentorship, and has really become a master of this. Here is, 3D printed material that he's done to increase.
Wow, that's from the 3D printer.
Yeah, that's from the 3D printer.
Right there.
And
that's
this is a straw.
solid.
So, yeah, oh yeah. All right, good job, Greg.
That's it. This is your masterpiece, right?
Yeah. Well, that wraps up another edition for you of Fraser Focus, bringing you local stories from beyond the bridge.
If you guys have a local story to tell, don't forget to give us a shout. You can send us an email, give us a call, or there's always social media. JoytvBC. I'm Leah Bolton.
And I'm Dean Atwell. We'll see you next time.